As we had to love 40, double fault from Baptiste. All right, welcome everybody. We're watching the women's final. I thought this Berlin final started in an hour. I don't know why I thought it was starting later. I thought it was starting at least an hour into the day, but it's on the same time. Oh, it's because of British time. That's why. Because they're in 2 different time zones. Anyways, we're watching it. So here we are. Vondrousova taking on Wang in the final of Berlin. We're also watching Eala take on Baptiste. And we're watching the men's finals later in the day. As Vondi gets the 2-1. All right, 15-40, chance to break back. As Eala hits it out, 30-40. By the way, Chad, if you want to watch a match, instead of demanding and crying and yelling at me, it's nicer just to say, hey, man, can we watch? Because we were going to watch Vondrousova, but I just didn't know it was on now. So you could have been like, hey, it started. Instead of being like, I can't believe what you're doing is you're not watching Vondrousova. It's like, wait, I didn't realize she was on. So, you know. All right, Deuce. By the way, Wang, I think even if she loses today, Wang gets seeded at Wimbledon. So it's been the perfect week for Wang because by getting to the final, I think she gets seeded. All right, we get the deuce. I know you can take it. You've got thick skin. So because I got thick skin, I guess people can just be rude. Is that what? Is that right? This guy's got thick skin. I'll just be a dick. It's like, okay. Anyways, that goes out by Eala. Advantage Baptiste. Like, manners are free, you know. Advantage Baptiste to get to 3-love. As Baptiste serves. A fault second serve. It was rude to demand and not request. Look. I thought that was starting in an hour, so we're going to get it started in an hour, but thanks for telling me. We're watching it now. As that goes down the line from Eala, Baptiste to the backhand of Eala, into the slice of Baptiste. Now Eala with a forehand, into the backhand slice of Baptiste. But it goes wide, and we'll get back to deuce. All right. By the way, somebody wrote, wish you were covering this match. We are right now. Terrence, we're right here. God, I wish you were covering the Berlin final. Hello. We're here. Right here. All right. 15 overs with a serve again from Wang. Into the backhand of Vondrousova. Forehand from Wang into the forehand of Vondrousova. There's Wang with a forehand down the line. That's a great shot. Vondi puts up a lob. Wang comes in with a forehand. Into the backhand of Vondi. Wang with a volley. Backhand winner. Nice rally. 30-15. As Eala hits a passing shot. But oh, what a volley by Baptiste. Advantage Baptiste. All right, advantage Baptiste for a 3-love lead. Which you were covering the match that you're doing the play-by-play for. Yeah, maybe they thought it will. Maybe I was just confused. Maybe they got confused. That's all right. That's all right. We're here now. We're here now. All right, 40-15 for Wang. And Eala puts in there. So Baptiste, 3-love. And Wang holds 2-0. All right. 3-love Baptiste. And Vondi serving at 2-0 in the first. Vondi serves a fault, second serve. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Vondrousova. Wang with a pass in the net, 15-love. All right, 30-love. As Vondi comes to the net, passing shot from Wang, but Vondi drop volley winner. And it's 40-love. Right. $40-love. As Vondi holds 3-2. All right, 3-love Baptiste. As the other slice, the backhand slice of Baptiste. Baptiste in the net. 15-love. Are you excited for Wimbledon or dealing with post-clay tennis season burnout like a few of us? I'm excited for post-Wimbledon. I'm excited to watch. I'm excited for like it's always a big from April to now, or even April to July and like mid-July. It's always so busy, so I'm excited to like do Wimbledon. Wimbledon's always fun, and then chill. All right, 30-love Eala. As we return now to the backhand slice of Baptiste, but it goes wide and it's 40-love. Cam's excited to watch Alcaraz Raducanu. Yep. See, I am though. Again, I've got nothing. I don't hate the teams. I don't hate that it's. I don't dislike the players that are playing. I dislike the players that are not playing. You know, I'm not happy with the players that are not playing. But like I've said, I like the event as an exhibition. I like the fact that we get to see a lot of these team ups, but not a fan of the lack of pro doubles players, you know. All right, 3-1. Eala's on the board. You can watch this on WTA TV. I wish they'd sponsor the channel because I promote them more than for free. So I wish they'd sponsor the channel. WTA TV. I am watching a lot of WTA, and I promote WTA. Please sponsor the channel. That'd be great. As a forehand on the stretch from Eala, backhand out from Baptiste, slice into the back of Eala. As Baptiste slice again. As Eala with a forehand again. Goes out, and it's 15-love. $15-love. All right, serve again from Baptiste. As the return goes to forehand to Baptiste. Baptiste in the net. 15-all. All right, 15-all. $15.30. Chance for Eala to break back. $15.40. Chance for Eala to break back. As Wang tries to level up this second set. And she does with a backhand winner. I'll tell you what, if Wang becomes sort of like a top 20 player, China's got a crazy, crazy Billie Jean King Cup team. With Wang and Zhang, and then you've got a lot of other players that are there as well. You can put in for doubles as well. I mean, China is a scary Billie Jean King Cup team. All right. Break point saved, but still another break point for Eala. 30-40. Baptiste serves again. 30-40. Serving to the backhand of Eala. Return goes to forehand to Baptiste, who hits it in the net. We're back on serve. 3-2. Eala breaks back. Eala gets the break back. As Vondi serves to the slice of Wang. Wang in the net. All right. Vondi 40-15. Is going to serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. Did you see Draper video about Alcaraz Raducanu? He praised Alcaraz, but seemed to like he wanted to play with Emma. Yeah, because he probably wants to play so then they can have a crazy good United Cup team next year. Volley from Wong's too good, 40-30. Like, but then again, I mean, there's nothing stopping Draper and Raducanu teaming up for Wimbledon right now. I mean, if he wants to play doubles with Emma Raducanu, unless she says, I don't want to play doubles at Wimbledon, why couldn't they just play for Wimbledon? By the way, chat, people that are like, I'm getting real tired of hearing the same shit, different player. The amount of people that all of a sudden turn on Sinner as soon as he loses one match to a guy who's really good on grass. And then now Draper's getting the same treatment. It's like, and Alcaraz got the same shit a year ago or less than a year ago when he started to lose matches that he wouldn't lose in the start of the year. And everyone's like, oh, he actually sucks. If you're one of those people that turn around and say Draper stinks or Sinner sucks, you suck because you are just as bad as a bandwagoner. Like what? Like it's getting really annoying. You're really annoying. You know what? Like, you are annoying, and you need to not do that because it's really annoying. To be like, oh yeah, see, Draper actually sucks. And he's overrated and he's not even that good. It's like, no, he is that good. Maybe the pressures of playing at Wimbledon, like every British player has had problems with in the last 100 years. Besides Andy Murray, who won a couple, fortunately for him, like maybe Draper's dealing with the immense pressure of being British playing in Britain. Also, maybe Lehechka's kind of good. I don't know. Maybe he's kind of good. Maybe he can play. Like Lehechka's okay. Like he's pretty good. He beat Alcaraz this year too. Like Lehechka's pretty good. Oh, Vondi just slipped. She's all right. And Wong breaks. Wong's just checking she's all right. Oh, Vondi. That's how you get injured. Vondi's had enough injuries. The same thing with Sinner. It's like, as soon as he lost to Bublik, everyone pretended like Bublik was terrible and said, Sinner, see, he's not that good. Alcaraz is better. Okay, cool. Well, let's see Alcaraz play Bublik, hopefully. And then we can see who's better against Bublik, you know. Now, Vondi's all right. She just slipped. Draper actually had tonsillitis as well. I mean, yeah, even in a whole nother thing, right? Vondi's just stretching out a hip, by the way. This is not good. She got up, but she's had a lot of injuries. So Vondi, yeah, that is not a good. I mean, I don't think she got injured, but it's definitely not a. Grass is dangerous. As Eala hits a forehand cross-court winner, and it's 3-all. By the way, Baptiste is kind of like Ons. Does anyone else, and I'm sure that not many of you probably watched Baptiste before, but Baptiste kind of has that Jabeur game. Does anyone else feel like she's kind of similar to Ons? Like she just hit a really, like a jumping drop shot, and I'm like, that's Ons. Ons does that. But then she also hits the ball really flat out of nowhere, hits winners, right? And that's kind of like Ons as well, right? Ons can just like flatten the backhand and smack a winner off the ground. Like Baptiste kind of has that vibe. Definitely has a bit of an Ons kind of, which is great for grass, right? Jabeur can play on grass. That's why, again, this could be a tricky match for Eala because she's playing against somebody who plays like Ons Jabeur. That's crazy. Camera is facing the wrong end of the court, facing the sun. Can't see the ball. Yeah, I don't know. Will Wong withdraw from next week? Probably. If she wins the title, I'd be shocked if she played. Draper is Henman 2.0. I mean, I don't know what that means. Is that a bad thing? What are you trying to say? Is Eala one of your favorites like Kazuchina? You always go live for Eala. Yeah. No, I mean, Dash is my ultimate favorite, which is why we don't watch her because I don't like watching my favorites all the time because it gets stressful, but I like watching Eala, yeah. Lehechka played out of his mind yesterday. A couple of points decided at the end. Yeah, Draper got a little nervous at 5-all, and Lehechka made him pay. Nothing wrong with that. That happens. Again, Alcaraz lost to Lehechka back in February, and when everyone thought Alcaraz sucked. Who's everyone gonna shit on after Wimbledon? I wonder. All right, 40 love here. Baptiste to take the lead again. As Wong has the break, 15 love, and that goes out by Vondi, 30 love. Baptiste holds 4-3. All right. 40 love. Nice serving from Wang. The US Open Mixed Doubles is a Grand Slam event. Wang's won the last 8 points in a row, by the way. 40 love. There's a default second serve. Second serve. Hey, thank you, Alan, for sticking around. Appreciate it. As Wang serves the forehand of Vondrousova, backhand from Wang into the backhand of Vondi. As Wang with a forehand on the stretch. Vondi backhand in the net, and it's 5-3 Wang. (5-3 Wang) in 30 minutes. All right, 5-3. And 4-3 to Baptiste. As that goes out from Eala, and it's love 15. Love 15. All right. As Baptiste comes in there, puts it away. Love 30. Love 30. As Eala serves again. By the way, Wang playing some solid tennis. Love 15. (15:30) Baptiste hits out in the return. Also 30-15 for Wang. Sorry, for Vondi. 40-15 Vondi. Is Emma playing before Wimbledon? Yeah, Raducanu is playing next week, apparently. She's playing in Eastbourne next week. Which I think she'll play tomorrow. All right. Eala serves a fault. Second serve. Vondi holds. And Wang's going to serve for the first set. 5-4. (30-all) as Eala tries to level this set. If you were to draft the tournaments, Eala should join after Wimbledon. I feel like she's going on the path of... I don't think she should play on clay after Wimbledon. Because after Wimbledon, the week after Wimbledon, there is only clay. So I would probably, unless she's playing Billie Jean King Cup, Hopman Cup, which I think is also on clay, right? Hopman Cup. Oh no, Hopman Cup's an ITF Mixed Singles Championship in Italy. Okay, Hopman Cup got strange. Who's playing Hopman Cup? I doubt Philippines are playing because she doesn't have a partner to play with. Okay, so I'd probably say that she would go back to the 125s. Is there a 125 after Wimbledon that she could participate in? Because that would make sense. Or not play after Wimbledon. I mean, she could make the second week of Wimby and then, why would she play? So after Wimbledon, there's only clay events except for the Hall of Fame Open on grass. Does she go there and play that maybe? I would suggest straight after Wimbledon, the week after, probably do nothing. but then go play Washington. Like, if I was Eala, I'd be going back to America. 5-3. Baptiste breaks. She's going to serve the set. Yeah, I'd be going back to the American hard courts. There's no point in playing European clay for her because she wasn't doing well on clay anyway. And there's no grass after that. And there's no European hard courts until after the US, really. So if I'm Eala, I'd be going to America and then probably playing American hard courts as soon as I can, which is Washington. And then she'll play Canada, she'll play Cincy, and then she'll play the US Open. So there's only like a few weeks preparations, really. So yeah, so that's what I'd be doing if I was Eala. I'd be going straight to America and playing some hard court tennis. Because that's where the last hard court tournament she played, she made the semifinals. And it was Miami. So I'd be saying go play Washington. Like, post Wimbledon, and she's played a lot of, this is her somebody said in the chat, 4th tournament on grass this year. She hasn't played Wimbledon yet. So she'll play 5 grass events, which over 5 weeks is pretty hectic. So yeah. So if I was Eala, I'd be saying go play, have a couple of weeks off, and then go play the US Open hard court season, yeah. Pia.
Thanks again for covering Alex Eala match.
All right. Thank you for the donation. All right. Wang serving for the set, but she's down love 30. Serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Vondi. Eala's got love 30 as well. Has got a slice now from Vondi into the forehand of Wang. Wang puts it away, 15-30. Baptiste love 30 down. Chance for Eala to break. All right. Love 30. Wang serves an ace, by the way. 30 all. As Eala goes to love 40, she's got a chance to get the break back in this first set. Hey, thank you, Mark, for the becoming a member. I appreciate it. All right, serve again from Wang to the backhand of Vondrousova. Wang into the open court. Vondi slice to the backhand of Wang into the forehand of Vondrousova. Wang backhand again. Goes wide, and it's 30-40. Breakback point for Vondi. 30-40. All right, love 40 as we had a forehand from Baptiste. That's out, and we're back on serve. Baptiste, who's had the break twice in this set, has given it back twice. By the way, Chad, I watched 2 movies. After yesterday's stream, I watched Cellular. Cellular was actually funny. You named your son Ricky Martin. Now I get the reference. But also, I watched Can't Hardly Wait. It felt like I was watching American Pie before American Pie. It was wild. Such a 90s. And the amount of people in that movie, as that goes out by Wong, and we're at 5-5, the amount of people that are in Can't Hardly Wait that are not even credited. Like, it had so many cameos from people that are now went on to become, like, big actors. That movie was crazy. I was like, what the hell? Like, the amount of just, like, cameos. Like, it had so many cameos with, like, just random celebrities. And I'm like, hang on, is that what the hell? It was like a pick'em. It was crazy. I picked a celebrity. Like, there was just so many people in that movie that I was like, that is crazy. But yeah, Cellular was good. I thought it was going to be silly. And then I'm like, it was silly, but it was also like, it was a good balance. I liked it. It was a good movie. It was a good late 90s, early 2000s, or like early 2000s movie. Like, it started off silly, and then it started off serious, and then it was silly, and then it was like, I liked it. It was good. It was actually interesting. It was really good. I thought it was just because it was going to be silly. Azza, do you watch Suits? How crazy. I thought straight away, if you watch Suits, I'm like, holy shit, that is Lewis, the actual actor. But then also I'm like, hang on a second. Is this related to Suits? Even though it was done like 10 years early. It's like, what the hell? I'm like, that's Lewis Litt. But then he played that character in Suits. It was crazy. I'm like, there's no way that the reason why he got Suits is because of that role that he played for that cameo thing. I'm like, that is Lewis Litt. Just 10 years early. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, 15 love. Eala serving to stay in the set. Dutchie, watch Cellular. It's funny because then what you can see like Lewis Litt before Lewis Litt. It was great. I was surprised. I thought it'd be just a silly movie that I've never heard of, and then watching it was like, oh no, it was like dramatic, but it was also funny. Like it was almost like two different movies side by side. Like you had the Chris Evans movie, which was just a silly like run around doing stuff, and then the serious like kidnapping movie on the other side. It was interesting how they filmed it. It was an interesting movie. Yeah, it was fun. It was funny with Chris Evans, but then it was like super serious on the other side of things. Like it was a good movie. All right, 15-0. There's a forehand now from Eala. That goes out and it's 15-30. And I had to look it up. I'm like, it felt like Chris Evans before Captain America. Because when Chris Evans did Captain America, he got way more serious. But before Captain America, Chris Evans was so, he was kind of like in those kind of like silly kind of like movies. And he was the dumb like meathead guy in most of the movies that he was in before Captain America when he became like serious. All right, Baptiste slips over and it goes to 30-0. Yeah, Jason Statham's in it as well. Yeah. Yeah, it was around the same time that he was playing the Human Torch. And in that movie, Human Torch, he's not like serious Captain America. He's silly Johnny Storm, All right, break for Wang. And Vondi just kind of asking the question, like, what's going on? I don't know what Vondi's asking the umpire about. By the way, Vondi's outfit is the same color as the ball kids. Anyway, 30-0. As Baptiste hits it into the backhand of Eala. Into the forehand of Baptiste. Eala backhand down the line to the backhand of Baptiste. Into the forehand of Eala as Baptiste backhand again. Into the forehand of Eala. Baptiste backhand again. Into the forehand of Eala who goes in the line. It's a good shot. And then Baptiste can't get that one. Eala puts it away cross court and it's 40-30. Kim Basinger or whatever. Yeah, she was like her side of the movie was like so serious, right? Like everything involving her was so serious. But then, because I just watched Batman and she's the lady in that. What's her name? Vicky Vale. She's like the damsel in Batman or whatever you want to call it. Like Batman 89. She's like the love interest in that. Yeah, it's like suspenseful on her end, and then on the other side, it's like silly. And then Chris Evans just running around the streets of like Los Angeles. It's good. I liked it way more than I didn't expect to not like it, but I just didn't know I thought it would just be silly. But it was like good balance. Anyways, Deuce. This is why you need to go to the thrift store and just pick up random DVDs, chat, because you never know. You might find a movie that you never watched before and it's really good. Or it's really interesting. All right, serving to the backhand of Baptiste. Backhand now from Eala to the forehand of Baptiste. Drop shot's good. Eala gets it with the backhand, and then the lob from Baptiste, but then she hits the backhand long because the lob wasn't high enough, and Eala gets to advantage. All right, Wang serve for the set again. I got inspired for yesterday's stream and watched Dogma. Really enjoyed it. Nice. All right, love 15 as that goes out by Wang. Need to watch it again. I have it on that DVD somewhere in the storage. Fair enough. All right, advantage Eala. As Baptiste in the net, it's 5-0. Eala holds. Cam, are you a millionaire? No. Not at all. A millionaire wouldn't be going to thrift stores to find dollar DVDs. That's not... They'd be buying them brand new online so they didn't have to leave the house. 5-5. As Wang serves into the forehand, backhand of Vondi. Lob goes up, but out from Vondi. No, it was out by Wang. Sorry, 15-30. Chance for Vondi to break and get to the tie break. 15-30. Baptiste has been playing really good lately, yeah. All right, 15-30. As with a forehand now from Wang. Up goes a lob by Vondi. Wang with a smash. Vondi with a slice. Wang backhand down the line in the net. 15-40. Chance to take the break back Vondi and to get to the tie break. Don't tell no politics. Yeah, no politics. So this is my channel and I make the rules, and the rule is no politics. So please do not discuss, because we didn't come here to... People will come here to escape that stuff. Especially today. I feel like today is a day where we don't want to talk about that shit. We want to talk about tennis. 30-40. And if you don't want to talk about tennis, you can leave. You want to talk about politics? There's probably a million channels you can go talk about. Go to Twitter. Go over there. Go over there and talk about Twitter. I'm sure it's blowing up over there with like bloody whatever you want to talk about. I'm sure they're talking about everything you want to talk about. There's a community for everyone online. This is one for tennis. We do tennis here. All right, Bondi gets to the tiebreak, 6-0. But I feel like I don't need to say that, right? I mean, chat, we know the rules. Yeah. I feel like we don't need to explain why politics is not something we talk about. One, I'm not smart enough, and two, I don't give a shit. 6-5, Eala breaks. And there's a chance for Eala to take the first set. I'll tell you what, Baptiste is not happy. She just smacked it back with the racket. She is not happy. All right. Let's see how this tiebreak goes. 1-love Wang. She's had 2 chances to serve for this set, Wang, and she's been broken twice. Oh, man. 1-love Wang. Serve again. The return goes into the forehand of Wang. Wang in the net. 1-all. Baptiste was up 5-3. But she was also up 3-1, right? Or 3-love. So that's why she's pissed. It's not just Cam's rule, it's our preference in chat. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the rule's there, but mostly because people in chat don't want to talk about it either. So it's like, all right, well. Are we still allowed to talk about movies? Hell yeah. We're talking about, like, silly movies. It's fine. That's what we're here for. We're here to have fun. 1-1. As Vondi backhand in the net. It's 2-1 Wang. 2-1 to Wang. Vondi to serve. Eala serve for the first set here. All right, serving to the backhand of Wang. 4 now from Vondi in the net. 3-1. Tennis is sports, not politics, but players like Svitolina and Kostyuk bring politics on the court by not shaking hands with their selected players. but you can also not bring it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could see that happening and go, you know what? I choose not to talk about that. I choose not to acknowledge that and get into the... If you don't want to get into politics, then you wouldn't bring that up. You know what I mean? So obviously you want to talk about it somehow. I don't want to talk about it at all. We know why people do things and we know why things are the way they are. But we also know why we're here. We're here to forget about that stuff. Also, we're not watching either of those plays right now. All right, 4-1. Again, if you want to talk about all that stuff, go on Twitter. There's plenty of people that will talk back to you, you know. They'll reply. As Vondi with a lovely lob. It's 4-2. Vondi gets one of the mini breaks back. Again, if you want to talk about people grunting or not shaking hands or whatever's going on, you can go do that somewhere else. It's fine. No problem. I have no problem with you going to Twitter and doing that because that's exactly where people want to talk about that. But you actually get people that want to talk to you about it. Instead of here, everyone being like, go away. We don't want to talk about that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll actually have people reply in a positive way. I love politics, but I love your channel more than politics. Well, there you go. Thank you. Thank you for not bringing up politics, even though you love it. All right, back to not politics. Tennis. 4-2 Wang. They change ends. Baptiste is also at 15-all. She's trying to break back as Eala tries to win the set, but it's 15-30. 15-30. As Baptiste looks to break. If you're just joining us, there's been both of these matches have had they should both be in tie breaks because they've both been a lot of breaks, a lot of momentum changes. Great pickup by Wang. Good half volley pickup from Wang. All right, nice hitting from Baptiste. 15-40. Chance for Baptiste to get to the tiebreak. 5-2 Vondi. 5-2 Wang. Vondi serves. All right. 5-2 Wang. As we slice now the forehand of Wang. Forehand out from Vondi on the stretch. Goes in the net. And a 6-2 Wang to take the first set. As Baptiste serves and returns the backhand of Eala. Eala in the net. And we're going to a tiebreak in the other match as well. Both matches in tiebreaks. All right, serve out wide is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Vondi. Down the tee, great second serve. Return goes into the forehand of Vondrousova. Backhand out from Wang. Volley from Vondi's too good. She saves one, 6-3. I enjoy talking about politics, but there's a time and place, and you need to write context. A tennis live stream isn't that. Exactly. Thank you, Liam. And I respect that. Look, I get it. I'm not a fan of politics. It's not really a thing that interests me, but also there's a lot of things that I don't like. I don't find interesting. But doesn't mean you don't have to like it. Just mean it's just you're right. There's a time and place. All right, 6-3 Wang. She serves the backhand of Vondi, backhand from Wang in the net. 2 set point save, 6-4. Wang with a third set point. And one love Baptiste in the first set of her first point of her tiebreak. All right, Wang serves again, 6-4. Wang's ranking, if she wins this title, I think it's in the top 30. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Wang, into the forehand of Vondrousova. That's a great shot from Vondi. We're back on serve. 6-5 Wang. This is like the Sabalenka tiebreak against Raducanu. 6-5 Vondi. 6-5 Wang. Vondi serving. She saves 3 set points. Also Baptiste 2 love. All right, Vondi serving. Still set point for Wang. As Vondi serves out wide, the backhand of Wang. Return goes to the forehand of Vondrousova. As Wang backhand again to the forehand of Vondi. As Wang forehand into the backhand of Vondrousova. Wang on the attack, but hits it in the net. 6-all. They change ends. Oh, man. Tiebreaks are crazy. All right, 6-6. Vondi saves 4 set points in a row. All right, 2-1 Baptiste. Very windy in Eastbourne, by the way. All right, 6-all. Vondi serves. Baptiste with a mini break already in the tiebreak, 2-1. Vondi serves. She was down 2-6. She serves a let. Vondi serves again. An ace. Vondrousova's got a set point. 7-6. 7-6. Yeah, Laura, I could start doing that. I'll figure it out. All right, 7-6 Vondi. As Wang serves a fault. Second serve. By the way, Baptiste is up 3-1 against Eala in the tiebreak. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Vondrousova. Return goes in the forehand of Wang. Wang hits a winner. 7-all. 7-all. Wang saves the first set point against her. 7-all. What a crazy tiebreak. 7-7. As Wang serves again. A fault. Second serve. 4-1 Baptiste, by the way, against Eala. All right, 7-all. As Wang double faults. 8-7 Vondi. Set point number 2. Set point number 2. Eight 7, but the first one on her serve. As Baptiste hits a lovely backhand pass. 5-1 Baptiste. They change ends. As Vondi serves into the backhand, but it's a let. Serve again. Into the forehand of Wang. Return goes in the forehand of Vondrousova. Wang with a forehand to the backhand of Vondi sliced. Wang backhand cross. Vondi puts up a lob, but Wang's got a volley. Vondi's got a pass. And Wang with a smash, but Vondi's going to get there with a pass in the net. Oh, Vondi's gone down again. And it's 8-all. Oh, Vondi had a chance to go down the line, but she just couldn't get it over the net. And Vondi fell again. She's fallen over a few times in this match. 8-all. Wang should have put it away twice, but oh man, Vondi. There was a chance. Oh, she went to slide and then her foot got caught on the line. All right, 8-8. 5-1 for Baptiste, by the way. As Baptiste slices it back into the backhand slice of Eala. 4-1 from Baptiste. Into the backhand of Eala, who puts in the net. And it's 6-1 Baptiste. As we return now to the forehand of Vondrousova, she shanks it. And it goes long. 9-8 Wang. 9-8 to Wang. Set point again. Also set point for Baptiste. Set point on both courts. Oh, Jesus. All right. 5th set point for Wang and 5 set points for Baptiste. Baptiste serves. Into the back of Eala, returning the net. All right, Baptiste wins the first set, 7-6. Wang serves a second serve. Serving to the forehand of Vondrousova. Return goes in the forehand of Wang. As Vondrousova backhand cross. Wang gets on the stretch. Vondi in control. As Wang slices it back. Vondi forehand. Too good. 9-all. They change ends. All right. And the first set goes to Baptiste, 7-6. 7-6  7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6  7-6 7-6 7-6  7-6 7-6  7-6 7-6  7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7-6 7- long first set, it felt like as well. All right, 9-all. Both players have had multiple set points in this tiebreak. 9-9. All right. Nine all. Back to Wang. She serves again. Two great matches, yeah, for sure. Serving to the back, forehand of Vondi. Backing it from Wang into the forehand of Vondrousova. Wang down the line. As Vondi slices it back. But it goes long, and it's 10-9 to Wang. Set point again. 10-9. To take the first set. Set point number 6 for Wang. Vondi's had 2. Vondrousova serves. A fault. I feel like Wang probably needs to set more because of the chances she's had, but we'll see. Serving to the backhand of Wang. Return goes in the backhand of Vondrousova. Drop shot's not good. Wang gets it and hits it in the nets. 10-all. Vondi gets away with it. Eala serving first in the second, by the way. 10-all. God, Vondi, that drop shot was good, but Wang shouldn't have missed that one. All right, 10-10. As we just serve into the forehand of Wang. Wang hits it out, and Vondi's got another set point. 11-10. Vondrousova. 11-10 Vondi. As Wang serves. A fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Vondi. Backing out from Wang. Goes out. Vondi takes the set. 12-10 in the tiebreak. Did anyone guess that? I doubt it. All right. Vondi takes it. Saves 6 set points. And she takes the first set. Vondi with the first set, 7-6. What a tiebreak. 10 winners, 10 errors from Vondi. 20 winners and 21 errors from Wang. 4 breaks of serve in that set with only 7 break points, though. So, they converted their break points when they had them. 47 points to 46 in favor of Vondi. So Vondi won 1 more point in the set, and that was, she won the set, right? Not that that makes any difference, because you can win more points and still lose, but very close set of tennis. All right, 40-15. Eala trying to get off to a good start in the second. All right, 40-15. All right, Eala serves. Baptiste comes in with a volley. Passing shot from Eala. Too good. Baptiste with a drop volley in the net, and it's 1-love Eala in the second. All right. Yeah, Vondi was down 2-6 as well, so that was a great fight back. All right. One love Eala. In the second. As we got a serve again from Baptiste. Then the forehand passing shot and the volley again in the net from Baptiste. Love 15. By the way, men's final start in 2 hours. So at this rate, we won't be able to watch them. At this rate, those finals will be happening while we're watching these finals, which is going to be just impossible. All right. As Eala hits it in the net in the return, 15-0. All right. Serve again from Baptiste. Why in heaven's name do they schedule 2 men's finals at the same time? Crazy. Yep. 15-0. I say this every time, and it's very rare that we have a day like today where it's like, a bunch of finals at the same time. But there is so much opportunity to have a whole... You could schedule, and maybe they will do it one day. I don't know if they... I mean, look, the tournament schedule the finals, not the ATP. I would say the ATP probably asked, like, hey, maybe we want to put them at different times. But then Heller's like, no, we're going to put it at 3 p.m. And Queen's Club, no, we're putting it at 2 p.m. or whatever it is. But for broadcasting, this is where you think the broadcasters should get involved more with the scheduling of the finals. Because then you could have... We could have had Berlin final... straight into the Halle final, straight into the Queen's Cup final. Like, you could have staggered them. And Berlin is smart because Berlin have gone, we're going to start at midday so that way we can everyone's watching the women's final, then we can watch the men's finals after. But yeah, Queen's Club and Halle being at the same time is ridiculous. It's so stupid because they're both good matches, but like why would you... Like, people are going to pick one over the other, right? So why would you want to compete with the other final? I mean, if you're Halle, you probably should have changed it. Because I think the Halle final is the one that should have been... Like, you should let Queen's Club pick because Alcaraz. And then Halle should have maybe worked around that. That would have been smarter. But again, it's crazy to think that, like... They couldn't coordinate a little better. Like, they had to be... couldn't it be an hour split? They had to be at the exact same time? It's crazy. That's crazy. All right, 30-40 breakpoint for Eala. But Berlin was smart. They were like, we're going to go at midday, so then the men's finals after. We don't have to compete with Halle or Queen's Club. So Berlin was so smart to make it early. I mean, even if Halle started at 2 p.m. and then they went to Queen's Club at 4 p.m. and had midday 2 p.m. and then the UK would be 3 p.m. right? Time zones maybe, I don't know. All right, Eala breaks by the way too, love. But chat, I don't know how they. I mean, they just don't coordinate it properly. Like the exact same time is crazy. But we're going to watch both of them, so it doesn't matter. All right, 2-love Eala in the second. Wang trying to get off to a good start in the second as we get a forehand in the net from Wang and we get the deuce. Way too long since Grassford won a title, yeah. He hasn't won a title in 2 years and Bublik has never beaten him. So it's a great final because something is going to happen that we haven't seen for a long time or never seen. That's great. How does Vondrousova qualify for Wimbledon main draw despite her low ranking? Is there anything I missed? Can someone enlighten me? I feel like I need to make something about that, because I feel like it's very rare, but it's also a very important, it's an interesting topic about entry lists and rankings and 6 weeks early and all that stuff. Advantage Vondi to get the break in the second. As Wang serves. Into the back of Vondrousova. Backhand from Wang. Into the forehand of Vondrousova. Into the forehand of Wang is Vondi backhand. Again to the forehand of Wang is Wang in the net. There's the break. One love Vondi in the second. Setting a break for Vondrousova. So the reason why Vondi is already qualified for Wimbledon is because 6 weeks before the start of the tournament. So 6 weeks from the 30th of June. And this goes for every single tournament in the world, right? Every tournament. Wimbledon, Indian Wells, Australian Open, Berlin, like every single tournament, this is the exact same situation, right? So, the 30th of June is the first day of Wimbledon. 6 weeks prior to that, an entry list comes out. And that list is where the rankings get frozen. That's probably the best way of explaining it. The rankings are frozen 6 weeks in advance. And if you make the cut 6 weeks prior to the event, which Vondi was 6 weeks ago in the top 100, for Grand Slams it's usually about top 100, then that's where your ranking is considered going into Wimbledon. Now, Vondi also has a protected ranking, which is a whole nother thing, but let's just play with this for now, right? So Vondi is currently was currently ranked 160. Now she's 100, but at the start of the week she was 160, right? So how does 160 get automatic entry? If we take the protected ranking away from that, because 6 weeks ago she was in the top 100, right? And now, the week before a slam, the seeds get done, right? So after today's matches, we'll know who's seeded at Wimbledon, but that's a week before the tournament. 6 weeks earlier, the entry list is the players that are in the top 100 at the time, roughly, get direct entry, right? That's what the entry list is. So that's why you'll see players like Eala, who after Miami had to still qualify for events or couldn't get automatic entry because 6 weeks before, let's say, Madrid, she wasn't in the top 100, so she wouldn't have got an automatic entry. So that's why Eala, for example, got a wild card in Madrid, even though she played well in Miami. Her ranking hadn't updated enough. So that's why at the French, Eala was able to get automatic entry at that point, because it was like 6 weeks earlier, her ranking had been high enough. Does that make sense? I know it's not easy to understand. It took me a long time to figure it out, but that's the situation. That's why. Now, protected ranking is a whole nother topic, which Vondi qualify. That's how Vondi plays this tournament, because she has a protected ranking, which is when you're out for a long time, you basically get an insurance on your ranking. So your ranking average on, I think it's like the first 6 weeks of being out of the tour, whatever the average of your ranking is between like the highest and the lowest point of the 6 weeks injury, first 6 weeks of injury, or 3 months, I don't remember exactly, but there's like an insurance where the average of your ranking in that insurance period of the first X amount of time before you were long-term injuries, because you can't just have a week off and then go, protected ranking. You have to be off for like 6 to 12 months minimum to get a protected ranking. Wang breaks back 1-0. That's why Vondi's got a protected ranking, because she was off the tour for a long time with a shoulder injury, with a shoulder surgery, right? So she gets a protected ranking, which I think is around top 30 at this point, which gets her into a lot of tournaments. Now, if you have a protected ranking and you're in the top 30, you don't get seeded, though. Again, protected ranking is a whole other topic. Anyways, Baptiste breaks back. We're back on serve on both matches. 2-1 Eala and 1-1 Wang breaks back. I know it's a lot, but that's a lot. All right. All right. As Vondi hits a forehand to the front of Wang. Vondi with the backhand goes long, and it's 15-all. No worries. Thank you, Martin, for hanging out. As we get a good serve out wide from Wang. 30-15. All right, 40-15. As Wang looks to stay in front. Wang serves again. Into the back of Vondrousova. Forehand from Wang. Into the forehand of Vondrousova, who overhits it. And it's 2-1 Wang in the second. All right. Love 15. Baptiste has the break back, but loses the first point. Are there ranking points won in qualifying matches? Yes. You do get points for qualies. Depending on the tournament, it depends on the amount. But for this tournament, for this event, you do get points, yes. For the qualies. I don't know how many points. I'm trying to find that now. So yeah, in qualies for a 250, you can get 12 points. That might have changed because that was last year, but you do get 12 points, I think. Let's just say 10 points. You get 10 points for qualifying because that's an easy number to remember. I think it's around that. I think. All right, 15-30. Chance for Eala to break again. You had the exact same scorelines. What the hell? This is creepy. As a return goes in the forehand of Baptiste. Back in a forehand from Eala to the slice of Baptiste. As Eala forehand to the forehand of Baptiste. Again to the forehand, back into Eala. Eala hits a wide 30-all. Men's finals start in an hour and a half, by the way. All right, 30-all. Baptiste serves again. Also, Kessler and Yastrzemski have just started their final in Nottingham, and Kessler's up a break already. Kessler's had a sneaky good year. Hey, thank you, Croc, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. All right. 30-15 Vondi, and that goes out by Baptiste. 40. 30-40. 30-40. As Baptiste serves again. All right, 30-40. As Baptiste serves again. A fault, second serve. Double fault Baptiste. All right. 3-1. 3-1. Eala with the break in the second as Vondi gets a 2-0 in the second of her final. Against Wang. All right. Three-one Eala. As return goes the backhand of Eala. Slice from Baptiste into the front of Eala. Eala hits it wide. And it's love 15. Love 15. Love 15. As Baptiste gets to love 30. Love 30. Eala serves again. So 40 love Wang. To go to 3-2 in the second. That goes out by Baptiste, and it's 15-30. All right. Wang holds 3-2 in the second. Eala serves in the forehand of Baptiste. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. Baptiste backhand into the forehand of Eala. Again, the forehand of Baptiste, who hits a winner. 15-40. I tell you, this wind is crazy. You can't see it really on the court, but you can tell by the shadows on the court. The clouds are flying past on the Eala match. It's like you can see the shapes of the clouds. Just like, it's really weird. Like the court looks like it's changing color. It's just like really weird. Like it looks like the court's moving. It's creepy. But the sun is like, the clouds are just flying past. And you can tell that it's super windy. Even the camera's moving as well a little bit now. All right, 15-40. As Eala serves into the backhand slice of Baptiste. Eala backhand to the backhand of Baptiste. Into the front of Eala. Eala hits it out. We're back on serve. 3-2 Eala. The scores are identical again. Crazy. All right. Who got winning the men's finals today? Alcaraz and Medvedev. I'm going to go Medi. I'm back in Medi, I reckon. I go for Coco going furthest at Wimbledon this year. Okay. Fair enough. All right. 3-2 Eala, 3-2 Wang. Vondi to serve again. As Vondrousova serves. Serve. And the backhand of Wang as we get a backhand now from Vondrousova. Again, the forehand of Wang. Forehand from Vondrousova on the backhand of Wang. Again to the forehand of Vondi. Wang with a forehand again to the slice of Vondrousova. Wang hits a backhand into the slice again of Vondi. That's a drop shot in the net though. 15 low. Love 15. Love 15. And Vondi serves again. A fault. Second serve. All right. 15 all. As Vondi serves again. And the return goes in the backhand of Vondrousova. Wang with the backhand to the forehand of Vondi. Into the backhand of Wang. Vondi backhand again to the backhand of Wang. Wang hits it wide. And it's 30-15. Cam, do you think a 1,000 event in Sydney would be cool? Yeah. That would be cool. It would never happen, but it'd be cool. All right, 30-15 Vondi. $30-15. All right, 30-15. He's got a forehand on the stretch from Wang to the slice of Vondrousova. Wang with a forehand to the slice of Vondi. Again to the slice forehand of Wang. Vondrousova forehand down the line to the forehand of Wang. Into the forehand of Vondi on the stretch. Wang with a slice. Into the backhand slice of Vondrousova. Wang backhand again. As Vondrousova drop shot. Wang gets it with a drop shot back. Vondi can't get it. 30-0. Nice hitting from Wang. And now the scorelines are identical. 30-0. 3-2. Both sets. What the hell? Chat, this is getting creepy. They're exactly the same scores. Baptiste serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Return the backhand of Baptiste, who hits it in the net. Breakpoint Eala. 30-40. As we just served in the tee is an ace from Vondi. 40-30. All right, Baptiste. She's down break point. Vondi is up game point. As Vondi serves a fault. Second serve. Baptiste. Oh, she got a time violation. Baptiste. Interesting. Umpire getting involved. It is windy out there. Anyways, we get the deuce. All right, Baptiste getting a time violation due to wasting time or taking too much time. But it is windy out there, and I feel like Baptiste is waiting for the wind to stop to hit the ball. I mean, I feel like that's totally fair. Stop talking. This is awkward. How can I tennis talk if I can't talk? Advantage Vondrousova. As she serves into the forehand of Wang, and Wang hits it out. It's 3-all. Also, deuce. Good drop shot there from Baptiste. She saves the break point. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. All right, backhand return from Eala is too good. Advantage Eala to take the break. All right. First serve's a fault by Wang. She's up. She's at 3-all here in the second. All right. Break point again from... By the way, the ball... Baptiste just threw the ball up and the wind just blew it way back over her head. That was wild. Did anyone else see that? Baptiste serves. A fault. Second serve. That was crazy. Like, she threw the ball up and the wind just went whoop and blew it flying back over her head. Crazy. Second serve double fault. No wonder she had a double fault. The wind is crazy. 4-2. Oh! Baptiste just kicked the ball and it went over the... It went out of the... into the crowd. Nearly hit somebody. She kicked the ball and it, like, went sideways off into the... She might get a code violation for that. That was dangerous. Somebody could have got hit. But nobody did. She'll still get a code violation though. For hitting the ball out of the courts. Ball abuse. Did she just lose the first point? She got a point penalty. It was a point penalty. Point penalty, 15-love. You don't see that very often. I don't know what Baptiste did in the first place, but that was a point penalty. I mean, the time violation doesn't... I mean, maybe she was arguing about the time violation, got a code violation for swearing, maybe. I don't know. She obviously broke a rule already, but that was... Yeah, and then kicked the ball out. That was a 15... Now it's 15-all. Eala in the net. Yeah, you don't see that very often. I don't know what she did first. Did anyone know what she did first? What did Baptiste... She didn't break a racket, I don't think. It could have been verbal abuse or something, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, slice goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste in the net, 30-15. What exactly is a point penalty? You lose a point. Draper broke a racket and got nothing because that was his first violation. Okay, so the rules are if you do one bad thing, you get a warning. The second time you do something bad, you lose a point. The third time you do it, you could get defaulted or lose another point. So it depends on how harsh the umpire wants to be. So if Baptiste was to break a racket now, there'd be a default discussion, possibly, or there'd be another point penalty or a game penalty. I think a game penalty is the next one, maybe if they don't want to go to default, because obviously default's last resort, should be last resort. Default needs to be like the worst of the worst thing, But yeah, game penalty is the next one, but then default is also considered as well. I think it's warning 1, 2, 3, and on the third penalty. Yeah. So it's warning, point, game, default. And it's 30-all as Baptiste slices it back. 4-0 from Eala into the back of Baptiste. Eala with the volley is too good. 40-30. I don't know what she did to get a warning, but she kicked the ball and it went out of the court. And if you hit the ball out of the stadium or out of the court, or kick the ball or throw the ball, and it goes out of the playing area, you get a penalty for that because it's called ball abuse. So when you see players hit the ball into the crowd, that's a penalty, right? You get in trouble for that. You don't lose the point. It depends on where you were, if you're on strike 1, 2, or 3. But she kicked the ball and it went out. It went out of the court and into another, out of the area. So that's why she got in trouble. All right. Eala leads 4-2, but it's deuce. Baptiste trying to break back. All right, love 15. Wang trying to break Vondi to serve for the second. All right, Vondi 15. Oh, and Baptiste with a break point to get back on serve. Maybe she dropped the F-bomb. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she... I didn't hear a penalty, a warning, so she must have done something. Maybe she kicked the ball. Maybe she hit the ball out of the stadium. Like, it's not a stadium. It's such a small little venue that it would be very easy to accidentally or purposely hit the ball outside of the bounds of the court. So maybe she's already did it once already, and then the second time she got penalized, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she did, but either way, it's not really affecting her. She's a volley winner, and she gets back on serve. Even though she was down 15-love and gave a point away, she still won the game. Did Baptiste. All right, we're back on serve. 4-3, Eala. All right, 15-30 here. Vondi trying to hold. Serving to the backhand of Wang, and then the slice forehand from Wang in the net. . 30-all as Vondi serves a fault, second serve. Serve into the backhand of Wang. Return goes to front of Vondrousova. Vondi in the net. And it's break point for Wang. 30-40. I'll never understand when people throw things, damage things, punch holes in walls out of frustration. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, each their own, I guess. All right, deuce. Everybody deals with emotions differently. In different ways, I guess. All right, Vondi serves another ace. All right, advantage Vondi. At what point did the game have to be stopped due to strong winds? If the umpire's chair falls over, I think that's probably a sign. If the fences and if people in the crowd start flying through over the look, wind is a part of sport, and the chances of wind being a factor for the game to stop, it would have to be damaging winds, right? It'd have to be something. It would have to be bad. Like I said, like the umpire's chair gets blown over, that's a safety risk. They can't play. It's too strong, right? But if the ball's just blowing around and it's just like super windy, but it's not doing anything. They're not going to do anything. Yeah, it'd have to be like hurricane like wind. Tennis will be stopped if it's a dangerous situation for people to play. If the wind is, that's why when it rains they don't play, because rain is dangerous. It's slippery. It makes the court slippery, and if you slip over, you could hurt yourself, right? So when the weather conditions become dangerous. When it's too hot, right? It's dangerous to play in hot weather, right? That's why they don't play. The heat rule comes in, right? So yeah, so the wind has to be dangerous and a safety risk to be considered to call the match off, right? It can't just be really windy. It has to be really windy and the players are at risk of injury. You know, that would be the rule. If there's a rule. I don't know if wind has ever stopped a tennis match, if wind's ever stopped matches, but it would have to be like dangerous, you know. All right, 30-15 here. Again, I can't recall any matches stopping because of wind, but maybe there has been. I mean, maybe in like smaller events, maybe. I don't know. All right, 30 love Wang as she tries to stay in front in the second. All right, 30 love as we serve out wide the backhand of Vondrousova. Return into the forehand of Wang. And Wang puts it away, 40 love. Eala hits it out, and it's 40-15 Baptiste to level. 40-15. All right, Baptiste holds. 4-all in the second. All right, and 5-4, Wang holds and takes the lead in the second. She had a lot of set points in the first set, Wang. Vondi won the set anyway. All right, 4-4. Eala serves. Into the back of Baptiste. Return goes in the net. 15 love. All right, 15 love. Is Baptiste a hard hitter or slicer? I think the best way to explain how Baptiste plays is think of Ons Jabeur. She definitely plays like Ons. She slices and dices. She's great defensively. She can hit drop shots. She can come to the net. Like, I feel like Baptiste is Jabeur. Like that, they're so similar. Obviously, Ons's game and execution is a lot better because that's why she Grand Slam finalist, all those things. But Baptiste's game is similar to Ons Jabeur. That's the best way to explain how she plays because she doesn't just do one thing. She's got a lot of variety as Eala hits out 30-15. Yeah, she's definitely got a lot of Jabeur qualities, including the variety. Variety is definitely one of those Jabeur traits, you know. 30-15. As we get a fault from Eala, second serve. Second serve, Eala. And the wind's blowing rubbish onto the court now. The wind's getting crazy. All right, serve again. Double fault, and it's 30-all. Anger management for Miss B. She kicked the ball that went. I think she was trying to kick it to the back of the court, but it went off the side of her shoe and into the crowd. I don't think she needs anger management because she miskicked a ball in a moment of frustration. But I don't know. Anyway, it's 4 now from Baptiste. Straight to the middle. Eala gets it back. Lob from Baptiste. Goes long. And Eala survives. 40-30. Remember, Eastbourne is on the water, right? It's like down, isn't it South England, right? It's near the water, so of course it's going to be windy. It's right near the ocean. I love 30 here. Wang a chance to get the set. But Vondi hits a winner. 15-30. All right, 30-40 as we serve out 40-30, sorry. We've got a backhand return to the forehand of Eala. Slice from Baptiste. Goes long and Eala holds. 5-4. 5-4. Eala in the second. Very windy in the middle of England today, so it must be worse at Eastbourne. Yeah. I mean, if it's windy in the middle of the country, then it must be crazy on the outsides. Anyways, 15-40. Great return winner there from Wang, and she's got 2 set points. It takes us to the third. $15-40. Serving to the backhand of Wang. Backhand now from Vondi. Is out. We're going 3 in the final of Berlin. By the way, I'm not showing the Czech flag for Eala. Can you not see? They're totally different flags. They're just the same shape. This is totally normal. Chat. Look at a world map of every flag to ever exist. You can see a lot of flags have a similar design, but they change the colors. Look at France and Italy, right? Look at Russia and Hungary, right? They've got the same layout. Netherlands and Russia, right? They don't even look the same. They're not even the same color pattern. Like they're like the red is in the same spot. That's the only similarity. They're not even the same. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Come on. They don't even look the same. They look the same, but they're not the same at all. It's just the red's in the same spot. The blue and the... come on now. All right. We're going 3 in the final of Berlin. The hell? All right, love 15. Eala trying to win the second set. Take us to a third on this one as well. Yeah, there's a sun in the triangle in the Philippines flag. It's not even the same. All right, 15. Oh, good hitting there from Baptiste. Serve again. The backhand of Eala. Forehand now goes down the line from Eala. Baptiste gets it. Eala comes down with a swing volley and puts it away. 15-30. Chat, obviously Eala has to win this set, right? 15-30. $15-30. $15-30 as Baptiste serves again. Baptiste serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes out by Eala, 30-all. 30-all. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got another big week next week, but also Wimbledon's coming up. Wimbledon is coming up in a couple of weeks, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the Wimbledon action. As we have a return from Eala. Volley is in by Baptiste, but Eala puts it away. Set point Eala to take the second, 30-40. And to take us to a third. These scorelines are ridiculous. 30-40. What the hell is this, chat? This is some creepy shit. What the hell is even this? All right, 30-40. Set point for Eala. As Baptiste serves. Love 40 for Vondi. First game of the third. All right, Baptiste with a serve. Am I excited for Wimbledon? Yeah, I'm excited for Wimbledon. As we return now from Eala into the forehand of Baptiste. Eala with the backhand down the line. Baptiste gets with the backhand into the backhand of Eala. And Eala in the net. Probably deuce. We get to deuce. Vondi breaks, by the way. 1-love in the final set. I'll be more excited for Wimbledon when the draw comes out on Friday. Or it was a Thursday. Friday. Monday. All right, deuce. I feel like we moved so fast past French Open. Like, we didn't even get to celebrate that final for 2 minutes, which is a real shame, And it was advantage Eala. Well, we moved on very quickly from that French Open final, which was one of the greatest finals of all time. One of the greatest French Open finals, if not the greatest French Open final of all time. Yeah. And we just kind of... Now we're watching Wimbledon. And nobody remembers the French Open. Totally left in the dust. All right. Eala to take us to a third. As Baptiste serves. Baptiste trying to serve in this wind. Not easy. Man, Baptiste can't get the ball toss right. As a return goes into the forehand of Baptiste, she hits a slice. Winner. That's a very Ons Jabeur shot. Let me go back to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Serve again from Baptiste is too strong. Advantage Baptiste to level the second. All right, advantage Baptiste. As Baptiste serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes the backhand of Baptiste into the forehand of Eala. Baptiste with the lob. And Eala with a smash. No, she let it go. And it went in. 5-5. Baptiste hangs on. 5 games all. All right, 5-5. Baptiste survives. As return goes into the backhand of Eala, forehand from Baptiste. Into the backhand of Eala as forehand from Baptiste goes in the net. 15 love. Also 40-30. Vondi trying to take a 2-love lead in the final set. Nah, that's all right, Wayne. We're just messing with you. 40-30. As the return goes in the forehand of Vondrousova. Backhand from Wang. Into the forehand of Vondi as Wang backhand again to the forehand of Vondrousova. Into the backhand of Wang. Wang hits it wide. And Vondi takes a 2-love lead in the third. Jerome.
Glad to see that Eala is giving a good fight against #1 in qualies.
She is, yeah. She is doing a very good job giving the number 1 seed a run. All right, 5-5. Scoreboard finally not the same. Okay. Crisis averted. 15-all. Eala serving to stay in the lead in the second. Silence the annoying Brits. Let's repeat at Wimbledon. See you in a week. Please don't come back if you're going to hate on the Brits. That's really annoying. 30-15. If you're going to come in here and be like, we got a lot of people that are from the UK, so please don't do that. It's really stupid and annoying, and nobody. Yeah, just don't come back if you're going to be that like that. All right, Vondi hits a wide, 30 love. There's a slice now to the forehand of Eala. Backhand from Baptiste in the net, 40-15. As Eala serves again, 40-15 to take the lead. All right, 40-15, Eala serves. And the wind's going crazy. 40-15, Eala with the serve. Serve to the backhand of Baptiste. Into the front of Eala. Baptiste backhand. Again, the front of Eala is Baptiste with another backhand. And that's a winner. It's 40-30. Also, Vondi hits a winner. It's 40-15. Yeah, Eala is guaranteed main draw of Wimbledon, yes. Not of this tournament, though. But of Wimbledon, yeah. She's guaranteed main draw. Please don't put scores in the chat. 40-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Eala. Backhand up from Baptiste. One-handed down the line goes long. All right, Eala 6-5 in the second. Eala. 40-30 as Wang serves out wide of fault, second serve. These matches have been taking a long time for grass tennis. All right, backhand return from Vondi into the forehand of Wang. Slice from Vondrousova in the net. It's 2-1 Vondi with a break in the final set. Yeah, when I say don't put scores in the chat, it means the opposite of what you're doing. Unless you're just like... I can just imagine there's like 3 people in the chat that are like just like 15-year-olds who are like, he said don't do it, so I'm going to do it. He said don't put scores in the chat, so I'm going to do exactly the opposite of what he said because I'm a stupid kid and I don't know any better. This isn't school. I'm not your teacher. You don't have to be a smart ass to me. Do that at school. That's funny. Don't do it here. It's stupid. All right. Hey, Sakkari won. Nice. All right. Baptiste serving to get to a second set tiebreak. All right, Baptiste to serve. And it's love 15. Love 15. Yeah, great win for Sakkari against Putintseva, who can play on grass. Putinseva's beaten Swiatek and Osaka at Wimbledon before, so that's a good win for Sakkari, somebody who is capable. Baptiste, love 15. She serves a fault, second serve. As we get a backhand from Baptiste into the backhand of Eala. Baptiste with a drop shot. Winner, 15-all. I really hope the scores go real time on your screen. Why wouldn't they? The scores are exactly what the scores are in reality. All right. $15-all. There's a bit of a lag. Well, that's just because if the scores are in... If the scores go before me, then I will just leave. You know what I mean? I don't need to be here. Like, if the scoreboard's going to spoil the excitement, I don't want to... It has to be on a delay. 30-15? Does that make... Chat, that's not... I'm not... You know what I mean? Like, that's normal, right? Like, if the score comes before the sound... then what's the point? That makes sense, right? 30-15. Baptiste goes to 40-15. Vondi also at 30-15. As Baptiste serves in the forehand of Eala. Return goes in the forehand of Baptiste. Baptiste hits it out 40-30. Makes sense. Okay. You announce the score and the scoreboard changes with a lag. I'm sorry. Does that really bother you? 40-30. Did it change? First serve's a fault, second serve. Vondi, by the way, she is trying to hold. As we return now to the forehand of Baptiste. Into the backhand of Eala. Baptiste drop shot. It's not very good. It was more of a slice. That's a drop shot. As with a backhand from Eala. Then the lob, but it's not high enough. And Baptiste not happy with that shot. And Eala puts it away and we get the deuce. Vondi's up 3-1. Now we get the deuce. As Baptiste serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. All right, Baptiste advantage. All right. Zachary and Say were going at it. That's crazy. At the end of their match. I'll tell you, chat, two players you wouldn't want to take on in a fight. Baptiste hits the backhand cross court. Winner, and we're in a tiebreak second set. I think Putintseva would be scary as in a fight. She'd play dirty, I reckon. She'd scratch and claw her way. But Zachary, like, she is built to she could be an MMA fighter. Look at it, like, she is like ripped as hell. I wouldn't want to fight her either. Like, I feel like the two scariest players to take on. Like, you wouldn't want to take either of them on. Anyways, crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, where are we? Tie break. Here we go. Chance for Eala's going to serve first in the tie break. By Vondi, about to get the double break here in the second or in the third. There's a backhand slice from Baptiste. Another backhand slice goes into the forehand of Eala. Baptiste slice again. As Eala forehand down the line, Baptiste on the stretch goes long, and it's 1-love Eala. Yeah, Putintseva is feisty as hell. She might be short, but she is not. She is dangerous. Like, she'd be dangerous. And Zachary, I mean, you just wouldn't want to take her on. She'd probably just lift you over her head and just throw you. Anyways, 4-1 Vondi with a double break. Two of the more intimidating players, I'd say. Don't back down for a fight. They'll fight. They'll scrap. All right, 1-love Eala. As Eala's backhand goes in the forehand of Baptiste. Eala backhand into the forehand of Baptiste. Getting the back into Eala is Baptiste with the forehand down the line. Eala forehand cross. Baptiste slice. Into the slice of Eala. Slice from Baptiste is a winner. And it's 1-1. And 1-1. It was a tense match. 2.5 hours for 2 sets. Oh, yeah. That is a tough match. All right, 1-1. Serve out wide the backhand of Eala. Backhand of Baptiste. Drop shot. Eala's going to get there. And Baptiste volley. Eala puts it away. 2-1 Eala. And Baptiste getting a little annoyed. And it's 2-1 Eala with the mini break. Vondi, 4-1 with the double break in the final set. All right, 2-1 is Baptiste hits it long, and it's 3-1 to Eala. I don't know what Zachary said. I wasn't listening. I was just seeing them go at each other, but I didn't hear what they were talking about. I'll have to listen. But, yeah, Putintseva does... I mean, she definitely does... She won't step down from a fight. Putintseva. All right, 4-1, Eala. But Zachary's not going to step back either. All right, 4-1 Eala in the second set tiebreak. As Baptiste serves. Serve the fault. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Baptiste. Backhand slice from Eala, and then Baptiste in the net with a backhand. Oh, does she nearly... I thought she was going to break her racket. I'm like, you're going to lose, like, a game or something. I mean, I don't know what would have happened if she had broken her racket just now. 5-1 Eala. Would she have lost the tiebreak automatically? I don't know how that works. Game penalty in a tiebreak. Or was she... I don't know how that works. Would she have been down 1-love in the third and lost the tie? I don't know how that would have worked. Anyways. I heard Zachary said, nobody likes you. You're acting like a 12-year-old. Really? Jesus. That's harsh. Anyways, 5-1 Eala. I'll have a listen after this because... yeah. God, I hope they play at Wimbledon. I want to say, chat, we need a Putintseva Zachary Wimbledon match. Come on. Anyways, 5-2. Baptiste wins a point. Eala's got the double mini break. Cam loves the draw. I love spicy, beef rivalries. I love it. When there's some spice in the rivalry, I'm loving that. Next time they play, we're watching. You know we're watching. We have to watch it now. Putintseva taking on Zachary is a must-watch next match they play. That is fun. I want to see what happens. Anyways, backhand goes to the forehand of Baptiste. Eala backhand to the backhand of Baptiste. To the forehand of Eala. Baptiste slice. Into the forehand of Eala is Baptiste sliced again. Into the forehand of Eala. Another slice from Baptiste. Eala goes again to that slice of Baptiste. That's a drop shot now. Eala's going to get there, and Baptiste puts away the forehand winner. And it's 5-3 Eala. Write it in the diary, yeah. Write it down. Write that shit down. 5-3 Eala. All right, 5-3 Eala. Are you getting tired? Bro, I'm always tired. Tired of being asked about being tired. First serve's a fault, second serve. Also, Vondi's up 5-1, final set. She's running away with it now. All right, 5-3 Eala, serve. Into the backhand of Baptiste. Return goes in the backhand of Eala. Baptiste with a pass is a winner. And it's back on serve. 5-4 Baptiste. Sorry, 5-4 Eala. Baptiste back on serve. And Vondi. Big shout after winning that game. One game away, Vondi, from winning in Berlin. Has a bit of forehand from Wang into the backhand of Vondrousova. Forehand from Wang is a drop shot. Off the tape is too good. 15 love. As Baptiste serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Baptiste. Into the forehand of Eala on the stretch. Baptiste backhand. Into the forehand of Eala again. Baptiste forehand goes the slice of Eala. Into the slice of Baptiste. But she hits it wide. Eala's got 2 set points. 6-4 Eala to take us to a third. 6-4. By the way, Chad, if we do have to, if we do clash with the men's matches, we will watch Alcaraz and we'll just be late to Medvedev. That's the only way. Unless the weather's shitty. Anyways, return goes into the forehand of Baptiste. Forehand from Eala into the backhand of Baptiste. Sliced. In the net, we're going 3. This match has gone forever. It's gone like 2.5 hours already. Baptiste. Eala. Going 3. As Vondi hits a smash. And that's too strong. 30-15. All right, 30-15. Wang serving to stay in the match. All right. We're going 3. All right, 40-15. Chance for Wang to hold. And make Vondrousova serve for the championship. Vondi in the net. All right, 5-2 Vondi. Final set. She will serve for the championship. All right, 5-2. Also, Baptiste serving first in the third of the match. This quali match. All right. Who's winning this final set, chat? Let me know. Who have you got winning the final set? Men's finals start in 30 minutes. Well, 45 minutes. By the way, Sakrie's saying, look at the. She was saying, when you shake hands with the opponent, look at your opponent in the eyes. I gotta be honest. I don't know. I'm not trying to throw Steph under the bus, but he doesn't look at his opponent in the eyes when he loses. So I'm good. Like, there's a lot of players that don't. There's a lot of players that kind of just do this one. The no-look handshake after a loss. Zachary. I love it, though. I love that, like, Zachary's like, I'm not taking this shit. Anyways, 15-love. Vondi's serving for the match. She hits a drop shot winner. 30-love Vondi. 30-love. 30-love. As with a serve again from Vondrousova. Into the form of Wang. Backing up from Vondrousova as a winner. 40-love. Championship points for Vondi to take the win and win the trophy in Berlin. 2024 Wimbledon champion. 2023 Wimbledon champion. As Vondi serves. Into the backhand of Wang. Return. Goes into the form of Vondrousova. Wang on the backhand. Goes to the form of Vondi down the line. Wang on the stretch. Can't get it. Vondi wins. As she falls to the ground. An emotional victory after going through surgeries. Going through, I think, a divorce. Personal troubles as well, I think, with family member. It's been a difficult post-Wimbledon couple of years for Vondi. Probably the last 12 months. It's been a tough 12 months for Vondrousova. And now she wins a big trophy. She had a hell of a run as well. Her ranking's back in the top 100. And we haven't even played Wimbledon yet. Nobody wants to play this lady in the first rounds of Wimby. She is scary. She didn't win Wimbledon by accident. And she fights back from a set in the third to win. Baptiste gave up the point, but then got back in the rally. Break point for Eala. Baptiste hits it out. Eala breaks. First game of the third. 1-love. Great week for Wang, though. She went from a qualifier into the final, beat a bunch of players, but also is top 30, I think, now as well, or top 32. So she is, I think, seeded at Wimbledon. So that's huge for Wang. Beat Goffel on the way this week, so huge win for her there. Love that for Vondi. Love that for her. Love to see it. All right, we're going to merge the streams if you want to keep watching the match with Eala and Baptiste, which is, I don't know why you wouldn't want to watch it. By the way, chat, can we just remember that these matches were level about 30 minutes ago? And now, in the last 30, 40 minutes, it's Eala and Baptiste have just turned on the slow mode. And Vondi ran away with the third. But great win from Vondrousova. And she is a champion in Berlin. She takes the title and she will be in the top 100 going to Wimbledon. She'll still be unseeded though. And that's going to be interesting. Nobody wants to play her early in that tournament, obviously. But Vondi wins, champion in Berlin.